Nissan is making strategic updates to the 2026 Frontier that address exactly what midsize truck buyers have been asking for. The updates aren't about radical redesigns, they're focused improvements that make the Frontier more capable, more practical, and better equipped to handle real-world demands. Let's break down the 5 key differences between the old and the new model. Number 5. New Appearance Package. The Frontier is getting a fresh look for 2026, and while the basic design philosophy remains unchanged, Nissan is introducing appearance packages that give the truck a more aggressive, purpose-built character. The most significant addition is the Dark Armor package, which transforms the Frontier's visual presence completely. This package brings blacked-out exterior elements that create a cohesive, tactical aesthetic. The grille, badges, and trim pieces all receive dark finishes, while the wheel design gets updated to match this more rugged theme. The Dark Armor treatment extends to the bumpers and side mirrors, creating a unified look that makes the truck appear more substantial on the road. The thing with the Dark Armor package is that you're getting a visual upgrade that would typically require expensive aftermarket modifications, but it's available directly from the factory with a manufacturer's warranty. The dark finishes also have a practical benefit. They're less likely to show dirt and minor scratches compared to chrome elements, which matters for truck owners who actually use their vehicles in demanding environments. Beyond the Dark Armor package, Nissan is expanding the color palette with new exterior finishes designed to complement these darker visual elements. For buyers who want their Frontier to stand out without aftermarket modifications, these appearance packages solve that problem directly from the dealership. But looking tough means nothing if the truck can't back it up with real capability, which is exactly what Nissan addressed with the next major update. Number 4. Pro 4 XR by Roush, Ultimate Off-Roader. The most significant addition to the Frontier lineup is the Pro 4 XR by Roush, and this isn't just a cosmetic trim level. Nissan partnered with Roush Performance, a company known for serious off-road engineering, to create a version of the Frontier that pushes capability far beyond the standard Pro 4X. The Roush treatment starts with suspension modifications that increase ground clearance and improve articulation over uneven terrain. The upgraded Fox shocks aren't just stiffer versions of the stock components. They're specifically tuned for aggressive off-road use, providing better damping control during high-speed desert running and improved compression during rock crawling. This is a legitimate performance upgrade, not just a marketing exercise. The Pro 4 XR comes equipped with larger, more aggressive all-terrain tires mounted on wheels designed to handle serious impacts without cracking. The increased tire size works in conjunction with the suspension lift to provide better approach and departure angles, which directly translates to tackling steeper obstacles without scraping the bumpers. If you've ever been stuck on a trail because your stock skid plates couldn't handle the terrain, you understand why protection matters. Roush reinforced the underbody with heavy-duty steel plates that cover vulnerable components like the fuel tank, transmission, and differential. For buyers who regularly venture onto technical trails, this level of protection is essential and would cost thousands to add aftermarket. Nissan is positioning this as the Frontier for serious off-road enthusiasts, the buyers who need more than what a standard Pro 4X offers but don't want to spend 6 figures on a full-size truck. The Pro 4 XR by Roush fills that gap, providing professional-grade off-road capability in a mid-size package. All these off-road upgrades are impressive, but they're pointless without a powertrain that can deliver reliable performance, which brings us to what's happening under the hood. Number 3. Under the hood. While competitors are racing toward turbocharged 4-cylinder engines, Nissan is taking a different approach by keeping its naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6 in the Frontier lineup. This decision might seem conservative, but it's actually a strategic move that addresses specific concerns truck buyers have expressed about modern forced induction engines. The 3.8-liter V6 produces 310 horsepower and 281 pound-feet of torque, figures that remain competitive with the turbocharged alternatives offered by Ford, Chevrolet, and Toyota. What sets this engine apart is its power delivery. The torque comes on smoothly and predictably across the rev range, without the lag or surge that can characterize turbocharged units. For towing and off-road use, this predictable throttle response matters more than peak numbers suggest. Anyone who has owned a turbocharged vehicle past the 100,000-mile mark understands the anxiety that comes with complex forced induction systems. That's exactly why the V6's simplicity is a genuine advantage. Naturally aspirated engines typically have fewer components that can fail compared to turbocharged alternatives. There's no turbocharger to potentially fail at high mileage, no complex intercooler system to maintain, and no additional heat management concerns. For buyers who plan to keep their Frontier for 200,000 miles or more, this translates to lower repair costs and fewer unexpected breakdowns. Fuel economy with the V6 is rated at approximately 18 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway, figures that are respectable given the engine's displacement and output. The gap between the Frontier's V6 and turbocharged competitors has narrowed as modern turbo engines struggle to achieve their theoretical efficiency gains in real-world driving conditions. Nissan's decision to retain the V6 also keeps maintenance costs predictable. Spark plugs, oil changes, and other routine services remain straightforward and relatively inexpensive. Turbocharged engines often require synthetic oil, more frequent servicing, and eventually turbocharger replacement, all of which add to the long-term cost of ownership. By sticking with proven technology, Nissan is appealing to buyers who prioritize reliability and simplicity over the latest engineering trends. So the powertrain is solid, but having a reliable engine doesn't matter much if the truck can't handle the conditions you throw at it, which is where the practical upgrades come into play. Number 2. New practical features. Nissan is adding a range of practical and functional features to the 2026 Frontier, improvements that address real-world usability rather than flashy technology. These additions focus on making the truck more capable in challenging conditions and more convenient during everyday use. The new drive mode system is expanding beyond the basic two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive settings. Nissan is introducing terrain-specific modes that adjust throttle response, transmission shift points, and traction control parameters for different surfaces. Sand mode optimizes wheel slip to maintain momentum, while mud mode allows more aggressive tire spin to clear obstacles. These modes transform how the truck behaves in difficult terrain, making it easier for less experienced drivers to navigate challenging conditions safely. Convenience features are getting attention as well. The 2026 model is introducing improvements to the bed functionality, including additional tie-down points and better integration with the Utilitrack bed channel system. If you've ever tried to power a tool at a job site only to realize you left your extension cord at home, you'll appreciate the problem Nissan is solving. The truck is adding a 12-volt power outlet directly in the bed, eliminating the need to run cords from the cab or deal with portable generators for lighter equipment. The all-weather package is receiving updates that go beyond the typical heated seats and mirrors. Nissan is including heated rear seats and a heated steering wheel as part of this package, features that matter significantly in cold climates. The package also includes improved weather sealing around the doors and improved insulation in the cab, reducing wind noise and improving comfort during winter driving. All these upgrades sound expensive, but here's where Nissan's strategy gets really interesting, and it's the most important factor for most buyers. Number 1. Pricing. The 2026 Nissan Frontier is getting a price increase, but the adjustments are modest compared to what competitors are implementing. Nissan is raising prices by approximately $1,000 to $1,500 across most trim levels, increases that reflect added features and inflation rather than dramatic repositioning in the market. The base S trim is about to start around $31,000, keeping it competitive with the entry-level offerings from Toyota and Ford. This price point includes standard features like automatic emergency braking, a touchscreen infotainment system, and a full-size bed, making it a genuine value for buyers who need basic truck functionality without luxury features. Mid-level trims like the SV and Pro X are seeing similar price adjustments. The SV is about to start around $35,000, while the Pro X will begin around $38,000. These prices position the Frontier as a value alternative to competitors that have pushed their mid-trim pricing well into the $40,000 range. The Pro 4X trim will start around $42,000, a price that includes serious off-road hardware like electronic locking rear differential, Bilstein shocks, and skid plates. When compared to the Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road or the Ford Ranger Tremor, the Pro 4X offers similar capability at a lower entry price. This price gap becomes even more significant when you consider that the Frontier includes a V6 engine as standard equipment, while some competitors charge extra for their larger engines. The 2026 Nissan Frontier represents Nissan's commitment to evolution over revolution, focusing on the areas that matter most to actual truck owners rather than chasing trends. From the aggressive dark armor appearance package to the hardcore Pro 4XR by Roush, from the proven reliability of the V6 engine to the expanded practical features, and finally to the value-focused pricing strategy, these updates demonstrate that Nissan understands its customer base. While competitors are pushing prices higher and adopting complex technologies that may compromise long-term reliability, Nissan is refining what already works and adding capability where it counts. Speaking of the evolutionary changes, make sure to check out our video about the key differences between the old and the new 2026 Chevy Colorado. If you're looking for the mix of value and work capabilities, this is the natural choice. The Colorado gets refined in nearly every aspect that matters and solidifies its position as the segment's most capable pickup truck.